Hello and welcome to Zasaa Zooms In. Now, today you meet one of my old time friends, my dear friend. We've been friends for for about 40 years. And her name is Kemi. She's a bit troublesome. I will warn you in advance. Yeah, she is. But she's a perfect person to have these type of discussions with because, yeah, she just constantly throwing a cat amongst the pigeons. She just brings a completely different perspective. Like I said, she's troublesome. So we spoke about I've been doing this thing, talking to different women about whether a woman can have it all. So that's what we started off with, and this is Kemi. Okay, welcome to Zasaa Zooms In. I'm so excited today because this here is Kemi. Kemi, everything naughty that I've ever done. I think I can honestly blame her.
No.
You don't know all the naughty things I've done though. I think I can.
No,
Anyway,
without me there. I'm not always there.
You're not always there, but you're
I'm the reason behind it.
yeah.
I can do it. I can take
You
it.
have a hand in it somewhere. Kemi and I have been friends since we were 10?
10. 10, 11, 10?
10, 11, yeah.
Yeah.
10, actually, 10.
Probably 10.
11, anyway. We've been friends for forever, and I really wanted her to be on here, but she's such a busy so-and-so that it's taking forever. If I wanted her to be the first guest, but alas, a year later, she's not coming on. It's okay. Finally, I've got her. So I'm going to talk to her. What should we talk about? We're going to talk about everything.
Everything. Oh dear Lord.
So we're going. Okay, you know what? I'm going to start off with this thing of can a woman have it all? Because I've been discussing this with other women as well, and I think depending on where you're coming from, some say yes, some say no. As in there are different perspectives. So I'm trying to discuss with as many women as I can.
Women can have it all.
Can a woman have it all? Do you think a woman can have it all?
Yep.
Explain. You cannot just say yep.
I know.
The end of it.
No. I think it depends on your definition of all, though.
Yes, come on. That's exactly what we finally decided after
Yes.
like the first. So it depends. So what's your definition of all?
A clear house. No, my definition of all is what brings you joy, what you're happy about. I don't like sufferhead. I like the easy life.
Mm-hmm.
So my definition of all is what I'm comfortable with.
Okay.
Not particularly caring about everybody else. Not in a selfish manner.
Just
but their needs and wants and sort of the definition of what my life should be is not it. It's going to be the definition of what my life should be. So I think we can have it all. I think I've done something similar where I said you can have it all, but sometimes not all at the same time.
Yeah, which is what I tend to say.
Yes, in sequence. So yes, you want to have a happy home. You want to have children. You want to have whatever it is you want. You can, but you have to make some sacrifices for it.
Okay, so you see I'm stammering because like I said, I've had this conversation with other women. And when I first came up with this question, I was thinking you have the house, you have the car, you have the husband, you have the children, you have the job, you have the, you know what I mean? And I was thinking it all.
That's not it.
Wait, now let me land.
Sorry.
But so we had that conversation and I was like, yeah, obviously. Then when I was having it the second time, I was like, actually, that's not really, because when the world says you have it all, that's what they're referring to. So that's why.
Because that's what they can see.
Yes. So that's why I went into the conversation with
Yeah.
that. But having thought about it a bit more, I'm thinking, actually, that's not really what I wanted the conversation to be about. And that's why we came up with this thing, is it depends on what it all is to you.
Yes.
Well, you are so intelligent. You went straight there. Didn't only, But,
No, I think because, again, I remember I was described as a very content person. That was then. I'm probably not as content as I used to be. I don't know what you said to the camera, Shao. But yes, I think contentment. So when you say have it all, you might not have what people think is all.
Yes,
what
exactly.
the society thinks is all. The facade that they see, which is what most people present when they want to show they have it all. The happy home, even though there's domestic violence. The children, even though there are issues with that. The big house, even though it's all borrowed. Everything, the facade that everybody thinks is the all, is what people present. But I think the all for me, so I think if I think a woman can have it all, I had the all when I was broke.
Yeah.
And at home and not working. Probably not all the all, shall, but most of the all.
Most of the all.
But I think I probably have less of the all now.
That you have more of the
Yes.
other things. But it's interesting because I then said, because one of the girls I was talking to now said, oh, what is it all for me. And I said, actually, I think it's just peace.
Yeah.
And when I said that, I realized that, I mean, if it's just peace. So I've had it most of the time I do have it. So, but I guess what you mean, because if we use that as an example, as I have peace, then sometimes these trimmings take away your peace because for whatever reason, whatever they're adding to you, they take away your peace.
I'm going to interrupt before I forget, and I've almost forgotten. Damn. No, I think also the all is it changes all the time. But again, when you say can a woman have it all, I never want to think, yes, I've got it all, because then you think I don't have to.
Exactly.
I'm not motivated to do anything else. So I think basically the all is what you think is enough at that particular point in time. It might not. It's probably, as I said, less than it was when I had less. But it's all, but you still want more of the all. The all is fine. It runs out, so to speak. It's almost like a measure of the all. I have all now. I have 100%. So if I say
it's not a destination.
No,
it's a journey.
It's a journey.
Okay.
So it's a journey. So again, if I say I have all now, it doesn't mean that I've got it all for the rest of my life. It's almost like oil that you have to refill.
Yeah.
So you think, okay, I've got it all now. I'm happy. This, everything's coasting along. Then you think, okay, this comes from the child school, and this comes from this. It jiggles your oil a bit.
Yeah.
And then you reset the oil and you sort of move things around. You think, okay, I've got the oil again. So I think oil
is a constant. It's a constant moving.
Yes, it's a constant reiteration of many things and moving things about.
Okay, so just because it's you, I want to cause a little bit of trouble. Do you think that a man can have it all?
Anybody can have it all.
You're not even playing into my game, and I don't like that. So the point I'm making, so okay, using your definition. Because we always say this, because a lot of the time when we say a woman can't have it all, is what we're implying is that a man can have it all, but a woman can't. You know when they say that?
Yeah. I was brought up and I know,
yeah. She was brought up by a very feisty woman who taught her that she can have it all, she can do what she likes, and men... Not quite, but...
No, but again, I don't like when we draw gender lines sometimes. Because I think sometimes we think, can a woman have it all? Because of the sacrifice. A woman has to sacrifice more. Because you have to sacrifice, if you're going to take time off to have children. And again, if you live in a patriarchal society, as some of us do, then you think, I've got to be the submissive wife. I don't do that, by the way. But don't tell Mr. Kale. But he's probably...
I think he probably knows.
But honestly, I think we have to. Women make more sacrifices. It's not balanced, but if we present that women can't have it all, you don't. You're not determined to get that all because you think, what's the point of trying? I can't reach it anyway. So I think we have to believe. I don't think this is gender specific. Actually,
I don't think it is either. But I do know that a lot of time when that thing is thrown, like a woman can't have it all, it's implying that a man can, and that so I guess it's the sacrifices that you're talking about.
But most people who say that, actually, it's almost a sit down in your space. When you're telling a woman, don't even think you can have it all. And so I think it's actually almost an abusive comment to tell a woman that, you can't have it all. Because it's like, just be happy with what you've got. Which never works for me, Shao. But I think it's actually an insult to a woman to say, just sit down there, a woman can't have it all. Because that's actually holding you in your position, saying, no, don't expect to have more. Don't think you can have more. Just stay there and don't aspire.
Yeah, I guess so, actually. I've never really thought about it like that, but I guess so. And especially depending on who it's coming from.
Depending on who it's coming from. If it's those old aunties and uncles who you think you should be a good wife and stay in your home and don't expect to have it all and don't expect your husband to do the chores, I think, who are you talking to?
Like, hello, please. Okay, all right. So we've established, and I think I don't know if I'm going to do this again because you guys are probably fed up of this kind of woman have it all. This is the 4th person I've spoken to, but I think what we've concluded is that it all varies from person to person. And as Kemi has now said, did I introduce you as Kemi?
I don't think you introduced me at all. Actually. I think you just said Kemi. Yes.
Sorry, her name is Kemi. Yeah, she's my friend.
Yes. Born Adeni, married Kale, with child of the feisty Mrs. Denton.
Did you ask you?
I'm telling you, you have to know.
born Adini, married Kale, child of a feisty Mrs. Dent.
Thank you.
No kidding about that. So like, and as Kemi has said, all can change.
Yes.
Will continue to change. So you never have it all.
No, you don't exactly.
I mean,
So
you do have
you
it
have
all,
it
but
all
you
at
never
that
have it.
point in time.
It's not
but
finite. I don't know
the
what
same all you had today might not have worked for yesterday and probably won't work for tomorrow. So it's the all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As mercies are new every morning.
Totally.
That's what it reminds me of.
Exactly. And the oil, I don't know, I'm sure there's a verse somewhere about the refilling of the oil.
Yes,
Maybe I just made
there
it up.
No, there is that. Yeah, let's not show our whatever.
Okay,
so I think that's it for this topic.
Yes.
But I will be back with Kemi on all sorts of topics. I promise you. I'm going to hold her hostage, and we're going to go there.
Totally.
Well, so there you have it. Straight off the bat, Kemi identified the fact that in order to know if a woman can have it all, we have to identify what it all is. And so we spoke about what it all is. So I don't know. What is it all to you? Do you think that a woman can have it all? Let us know your thoughts. God bless you.